The potential approval of a Bitcoin ETF. What it means for investors. Investors have been eagerly awaiting the approval of a Bitcoin ETF by the SEC. Recently, a false report claiming that the SEC had approved a Bitcoin ETF caused the price of Bitcoin to spike before crashing back down. In this video, we will explore why the approval of a Bitcoin ETF is highly likely in early 2024. We will also discuss the significance of a Bitcoin ETF and its potential impact on the market. Understanding a Bitcoin ETF. A Bitcoin ETF is an exchange-traded fund that holds actual Bitcoin. This is different from existing products that invest in Bitcoin futures or a basket of cryptocurrencies. Currently, investors can gain exposure to Bitcoin through Bitcoin trusts or funds that invest in Bitcoin futures. However, these options have limitations, such as not owning actual Bitcoin or exposure to other cryptocurrencies. A Bitcoin ETF would solve these issues by providing direct ownership of Bitcoin. The importance of a Bitcoin ETF. Many investors are eager for a Bitcoin ETF because it would open the floodgates for institutional and retail investors to access Bitcoin. Retirement accounts and pension funds, for example, currently have limited options to invest in Bitcoin. The approval of a Bitcoin ETF would allow fund managers to allocate a percentage of their portfolios to Bitcoin, potentially driving significant inflows of capital. This increased accessibility to Bitcoin is seen as a bullish signal for its price. First mover advantage. The first Bitcoin ETF to be approved would likely attract a substantial amount of investment. As there would be no differentiation between different Bitcoin ETFs, the one approved first would receive the majority of the inflows from pensions, 401ks, IRAs, brokerage accounts, and money managers. This advantage is significant, considering the potential amount of money waiting to enter the market. Recent developments. The false report about the approval of a Bitcoin ETF by the SEC caused a temporary spike in Bitcoin's price. This incident highlighted the market's anticipation for a Bitcoin ETF and the potential impact it could have on the price. Additionally, the CEO of BlackRock, a major asset management firm, acknowledged the pent-up interest in Bitcoin and referred to it as a flight to quality. These statements suggest that the approval of a Bitcoin ETF is on the horizon. SEC filings and lawsuits. There are currently over 10 filings for spot Bitcoin ETFs, including applications from BlackRock, Invesco, Fidelity, Grayscale, and others. While the SEC has historically denied such applications, recent developments indicate a shift in their stance. Grayscale, for instance, sued the SEC after its Bitcoin ETF conversion request was denied. Grayscale won the lawsuit, and the SEC chose not to appeal the decision. This outcome suggests that Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF approval request may be successful. Conclusion. The approval of a Bitcoin ETF by the SEC is highly anticipated by investors. It would provide greater accessibility to Bitcoin for institutional and retail investors, potentially driving significant inflows of capital. The first Bitcoin ETF to be approved would have a significant advantage, attracting a large portion of the available investment. Recent developments, including false reports, statements from industry leaders, and successful lawsuits, indicate that the approval of a Bitcoin ETF is likely in the near future. However, it is important to note that investing in a Bitcoin ETF may not provide the same benefits as owning actual Bitcoin. As always, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel, All Things Money, to see more content like this.